Hi, family. Hope we are all fine. Today's episode is going to be about risks and returns. Yes, so many out there are so skeptical about taking risks. Not taking risks is risk itself, and trying to dodge from one risk is exposing yourself to another risk. So why not just take the bold step and take the risk? But then it is advisable you take calculated risks. Calculated risks in the sense that before going into investments in any stock or investing in general, you should evaluate the investment. Know the investment strategy, the terms and conditions, the fees attached to that investment strategy before going to investing in it. We should all know that risks in any security or in investing in general simply means the possibility of loss of all your money or parts of your money. On the other hand, return simply means the sum of money which is earned beyond the initial investment which an investor gain by investing in a particular investment. Returns also could simply means the loss which an investor incur in that particular investment. For instance, an investor invests 1,000 and at the end of the time frame, the total amounts to 1,005. That means 500 is the returns in that particular investment. If an investor invests 1,000 at the end of the time frame, 600 is realized from that particular investment, that means there is a loss of 400. It is as simple as that. I remember when I was serving my country in Plateau State, Nigeria, Zomo village under Mikan local government to be precise, and I went into storage of unpeeled rice and I saw a little of it, and then when after some months, the value of this rice increased, and then my money doubled. The doubled amount is my returns. So if you're thinking of buying the stock of any company, you should do your underground check. Know the track record of this company before you go into investing. When you purchase a stock of a company, the risks and returns that comes along with this stock purchase depends on the company's performance. If the company performs well, your stock performs well. If the company doesn't perform well, your stock is at risk. If you buy the stock of a company which is performing well, you should know that your stock is in good hands and it will yield good returns. In the sense that when the company's revenue is being generated well in a huge form, you should know that the value of your stock will increase. If reverse is the case, the risk involved is that you may lose your money. You may not gain as much as you expected. That is why investing in stock is one of the riskiest investment one could embark on. I am not saying you shouldn't invest in startup companies, but at least try to understand objectives of this company, their aim, their target, their goal in the next 5 years. I'm talking about the startup companies. Before you venture into investing in it, when you get to know the information, you can boldly go and buy their stock. You're not just going to gamble with your money like that. You invest wisely. So for you to know where to put your money, either in a company store, in a business, in storage, you have to understand how to calculate return on investment, which is ROI. This calculation is simple. It is for you to know the current investment. You minus the initial investment from it, divide it by the initial investment, and then you times it by 100. So let's say, for example, you invest 2,000 and then the returns gave you 2,005. The current investment is 2,005. The initial investment is 2,000, and then you take your 2,005 minus the initial investment, which is 2,000, and then divide it by the initial investment, which is 2,000 as well, and then times it by 100. It will give you your return on investment, which is 25%, which is a positive one. Same thing with loss. if you make an investment of 2,000, by the time frame of the investment you get 1,005, you are losing 500. And if you want to calculate the return on investment on that, is still current investment minus initial investment divided by the initial investment and then times it by 100. It will give you the return on investment minus 25%. This time is a negative one. For you to know when your investment is to double, you have to use the rule 72. So the rule 72 will help us to know how our investments will behave in future, how our investment grows over time. So it is best to inculcate the rule 72. For instance, if you have a return on investment which is 7%, 7%, to know the number of years which your investments could double is to use the rule 72, which is 72 divided by 7 equals to 10 years. It tells you that in 10 years time your investment will double. So rule 72 is very important. It is very important to take cognizance of some of these calculations so that you will not just invest blindly. To round up all this, in investment we should know that the higher the risks, the higher the returns, and the lower the risks, the lower the returns. The risk tolerance should be what you should consider. Can you bear the risk that comes with this investment? If you can bear it, then go ahead. Invest in that commodity, invest in that type of investment, and then stay back to enjoying the returns. But if not, please stay within your limits, stay within your means, so you can get lower risk and lower return, and you keep on like that until when you are used to investment proper, then you can embark on higher risk, higher return. So with this, I want to say this is the end of today's episode. I see you next time. You don't forget to share your thought of risks and returns on other investments that you know, so we could all learn. Don't forget to stay financially blessed. Don't forget to stay financially healthy. Bye.